Alrighty, y'all. So obviously, Nikke had tweeted about a new overclock simulation. I guess recycle, so it reset for the second week or whatever. And I'm going to, basically help you guys through it. Now, my room is dark because I turned off my LED lights and stuff like that. I do want to let you guys know on Saturday and Sunday I probably won't be uploading because Saturday I'm gonna be out. And then on Sunday, the boys are gonna come here because I had ordered a lot of stuff and we're gonna be fixing up my room and whatever. So yeah, I might not upload those days. We'll see. I'll let you guys know in future videos, either tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, basically overclock. Let's do this. All you guys got to do is copy me, and then that's that, right? You have to get a minimum of ratio 25 to get, or the maximum of ratio 25 to get all the rewards, and that's what I'm helping you guys here with out today. So the first one here is the start of the battle, you increase attack. I preferred never to go for that. I feel like we have characters in this game where extra defense and extra HP just do not matter anymore, so we can go with that. We don't want to touch any of these two. We could have the destroy mode on if you wish. You don't need it on, but you can. Now the missions this time are crazy. This one requires you to have one Nikke from Elysion, one from Zxous, and one also from Tetraline, right? This one right here requires you to use two SMG characters, and then this one right here basically says all raptors are immune to taunt. So these three are kind of difficult, but they're not that hard. Let's take this off. We don't want that on. What's this? All rapture codes are watered. That's fine. Where is this? We can have this on since this generally doesn't matter, and then we can have this on as well, right? Which disables the stats from recycling room. That's a lot of stats going away though, so we can have probably just additional attack on with that, right? With the composition I'm running, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, right? So the team I'm running is actually going to be this right here, where I have my all of them, right? My Elysion being Marciana, right? My Zxous being Litter, my Tetras being both Summer Anise and Alice, my two SMGs being Litter and Alice, and then my main DPS being Cinderella, right? Yes, Cinderella is my main DPS here, right? We are underpowered by like 300,000, but we will be fine just because we should have enough sustain and support here. Summer Anise is really going to play as a support here more than a DPS, but she does have her DPS roles as well, right? Cinderella is just that good of a DPS. Mind you, all these enemies are water code, right? So Cinderella especially is going to be very powerful here, not to mention she's going to have her support from Summer Anise, and then also the buffs from Litter as well, which is going to help her massively, right? Since they're all water code, she's type advantage guaranteed, right? And we don't have any crazy rules on, right? We have the destroy 30%. Like, that's always a useless one to me, right? It just means you can't, like, what, destroy the buildings or whatever. That's what I thought. I thought it meant something else at first, but I guess that's what that means, right? Even when we take damage like this, you guys can see Summer Anise had taken damage, but we have our, okay, whoa, we're gonna need that stun to come up off us, because we need to use your burst skill right now. I don't know if we're gonna get it in time. We did actually, and boom. Ooh. You nuke it. So yeah, as you guys see, my hands are up the whole time. I don't think we're gonna actually have to play this time around. As for dupes, you guys can see my Cinderella has no dupes, right? No dupes, just overload gear. My Summer Anise also has one dupe, but it doesn't really matter what. We can do this, right? That's way better. We're not always gonna get the same missions, y'all. Remember that. Me and you guys are not gonna get the exact same selections of choice, but essentially you should be good, right? The only people on this team that have dupes are the characters that really don't need it, like Litter. She doesn't need dupes whatsoever, but having dupes, I guess, makes her a tad bit stronger from, like, she's doing, rather than 1,000,000, she's doing 1,002,000. Like, it's not that big of a difference. Alice having dupes is really big because she's a healer, so all that HP buffs is going into how much she's healing. And then Marciana has one dupe in, which is also quite big for us. Marciana is very helpful here, right? Having two healers I do think is helpful, especially since I didn't put anybody on the team with damage reduction. It looks like we're about to get nuked. Okay, no, not even that much, right? We got hit there, but it barely did anything to us, and we're about to get our burst skill off, and boom. When you get that burst skill off, you win, right? The moment you get that burst skill off, you basically win. So yeah, hey, Just follow. If you got the team, then just follow, right? You're gonna have Cinderella just carry you through the entire thing. If you do not have the team, if you guys want me to make another video of obviously these things, we can do that since a lot of them are supports, right? Like 4 of them are supports on the team, so all the big buff right there. If you guys do want me to make more videos with different teams because you guys don't have this, then by all means, but I don't think everybody like watching this video is gonna have all these characters. Are you gonna have Cinderella? Most likely, because she just came out. Are you gonna have Summer Needs? That's the only one I'm worried about. Everybody else, like Litter's easy to get. Marciana and Alice, they're not like easy to get, but you can easily get them. Okay, Alice is about to die. We're gonna need that heal right now. Where's that burst? Oh, there we go. There we go. We're fine, right? You can see that was a massive heal right there from Alice. That was also a massive heal there for Marciana as well. Marciana and Alice both heal, so having both of them is very, 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 very helpful right there, right? We broke our cover right there, but I'm not worried about that at all, right? We just don't have that good of burst generation. Like genuinely, our burst generation isn't the best right here, right? Let's cover because okay, wow, we got nuked there. Let's reset right there. What the hell? Our burst generation is the only problem I have with this team, right? It's really, really slow. Did I need to bring Cinderella? No, I could have brought in Black Shadow, Scarlet or whatever, but my whole thing is that again, they're water code, right? I can bring her. Burst generation is not like good with some of these characters. That's my only like little gripe, right? You can see Alice is damn near dead, right? We could have covered there obviously, which is what we should have done, but like my whole point is like, oh, it's looking a bit iffy for us when it comes to all that, right? When they're doing those damage, whatever. Our burst generation isn't really that good. Like Marciana just got nuked there. The good thing about simulation room though is if you do freaking, we can cover right here. Let's cover. It's fine. We can just cover. We don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to. We can just cover there. All right. We don't have to take all that stuff, right? Now the only good thing about Marciana or overclocks is that once you do it, you can like change your characters around. So Marciana being there and not being there, is that like a big loss? Not really. If you do want to keep resetting and just play it out right, then you can do that. I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to show you guys that you can always bounce back from these little mistakes. But yeah, now we cannot go into the next one with Marciana unless we get lucky and they give us like some type of revival mechanic, right? Which we did not get, but we do need another character here. And again, it has to be an Elysian character because that's exactly what it was. I don't even think we can add someone, can we? I guess we can, right? I didn't know I could just change it midway through. I guess we could. So it has to be an Elysian burst 2 character at 20 seconds. Who is that going to be? Is it going to be Mast? We could have Diesel. I don't have her favorite item. That's the only reason why I'm not bringing her, but we can bring Mast as well. Mast is electric, so that's going to be helpful for us too. Not that bad. Or you could bring somebody else who can help with burst generation or whatever, right? Depending on who you lose, that's basically what you're replacing, right? As long as Cinderella doesn't die, because she's the only character on the team where when she dies, if we do need to switch her out, we can switch her out with anybody, right? But everybody else kind of does like, oh, you need them on the team. You need one of one of one of one of one of one and one, right? So in this batch, you can see we're not really taking that much damage. So we're going to be getting off a decent amount of heals here, right? Alice is doing her job perfectly fine as a healer with this composition, and some of you guys probably will keep going on without Marciana, right? So it's a struggle for a lot of people. I don't expect everybody who's fighting this to, I don't expect none of you guys genuinely to have the required power for overclock, right? And to get the maximum rewards, it is going to be a bit difficult, and this is something you guys are just gonna have to understand going into it. It is going to be difficult because you're down by like 300,000 power, but you are going to be able to get it. Was the additional attack necessary? I didn't have to put on the additional attack buff, right? I think it would have been better. I would have genuinely been better off just taking off the recycling room stats, right? Because I think that is exactly what's cucking us the most. Here, we can do this as well, right? So right here, I can either enhance my buff or recover. I don't think we lost that much HP, so we can just do this, put them all to triangle types or whatever, which is going to be helpful for us. And we look at our HP. Our HP is just fine. So if we didn't really need to recover, I don't remember what our HP was at, but we're at the final boss, right? If we beat this boss and we win, that's it, right? You can always bounce back, and I'm not worried about bosses because Cinderella eats these bosses up, right? And this right here is a water code boss because of the rule we had put on, right? So the rules, they kind of look like they're cucking you, but at the same time, the rules they're not cucking you. They're actually helping you, and you can see our burst generation is way better this time around, right? I mean, besides that little second there. But yeah, we're gonna get our heals up. whatever. The only thing is I noticed somebody's healing this boss, which I don't like. These enemies that heal these bosses heal them up by a boat, like a boatload. They heal them up so much. So my hands are down. Obviously I'm not really playing and just leaving it on auto because my team is meant to do the job itself. But like, the one thing I'm noticing is like, oh, when it comes to these enemies that heal, like even that right there, right? Enemies that lower your freaking attack, they do it by a big number. Like these enemies here are hurting you big time when with these debuffs or these healings and stuff like that. But we look like we're gonna be fine. Genuinely, we're fully healed up, right? We're only losing HP because of masked, so that's fine, right? We're not really losing HP. We actually have more HP, but that's what mask does, right? And as you guys see, I can go ahead and walk around and I'll win, right? That's it. Walk around and you'll win. Nobody hurt, everybody good, everybody Gucci, and boom. Follow your boy Zxous and you win. So yeah, if you guys want to follow it, if you guys want to use that team as well from the very jump, you can. I just think Marciano is a better pick. But yeah, you guys can see Cinderella is the main prize of this team, right? Just follow my rules. You can use the team if you want. If you want to change it up a bit, you can do that as well. But damn, there you go. Maximum free rewards for everybody just by following your boy Zxous. So if you guys want to, you don't have to really pick anything there, but we're done. We got all the rewards from our simulation and we're done. Remember, the max is 25 for the reward. So once you do that, boom. If you want to go for anything higher, you can, but you're wasting your time. Unless you want to flex. Like, I'm sorry. Anything higher than BIOS 25 is useless because you're not getting more rewards by clearing it. So it is what it is. But you guys let me know if this video was helpful. Let me know if you guys were able to do it, if you guys were struggling or not. Again, I can show you guys the build on my characters that I was using. Let me just go back in there real quick and show you guys the build on my characters. This is what I had. No level up gear. Let me move my webcam. No level up gear. Level 555. This cube right here. Level 11 resilience cube 667, and then also this gear right here. Fully overload gear for Cinderella. 889 and then 10 on the Beijing cube, which I expect people to have such a similar build or a better build. 556 on mask, no gear here at all, no cube at all, right? And Marciano's are probably the same thing exactly. And then obviously full overload gear 10 10 10, which I don't expect everybody to have this. I mean, maybe you guys will. She's so good. But yeah, if I need to make alternatives or let you guys know about alternatives, I will, but it's going to be very hard to replace. Mainly just Summer Anise is the only one I can't really think of you replacing. Alice did not need to be here. Honestly, freaking Litter did not need to be here, but with the SMG rule as well, that's why they were there. So if you guys want to follow these rules specifically, then you guys can do that. But it's going to be your boy Zxous. I'm going to see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.